Hey guys, Big Heroes 9 here, giving you another IPDL Season 4 matchup. This week we take on the Tynamo Kyiv and Coach Dante in Week 6, as we look to improve our record from 2-3 to 3-3. As in a couple of weeks we have some tough matchups, which I will get into in a few seconds. So, his team right now is Meganetric, Halucha, Tapu Fini, Whimsicott, Simisear, Mudsteel, Audino, Bastiodon, Venomoth, Frostlass, Absol, and Latias. Dante, great coach, helped us get a little bit more of a lessened gap as he beat Saigai last week. And now this week, we face him and we have a chance to really shorten that gap. So, here is the team. But, actually, real quick, there are a few threats that I do need to mention. Of course, Tapalucha, a different form of it, surprisingly. He's got a lot of ways to, like, to apply pressure, but many ways to like not get certain things. So like toxics, for example. A couple of other things. He has a lot of mons that can like set up hazards, which is really cool. So, but at the same time, really threatening. He's got I believe it's 2 defoggers, Tapu Fini and Whimsicott. I don't remember if Whimsicott gets it or not. But, with that being said, here's our team. First up, we got Mega Beedrill, Trifecta, with U-Turn, Poison Jab, Drill Run, and Fell Stinger. Fun set. U-Turn is just for a priority. Poison Jab really helps with things like Whimsicott, Tapu Fini. Can do really well to Halucha if we live a Acrobatics. Drill Run can do really well against the Meganetric, against the Simisear, against the Bastiodon. Fell Stinger, if we do get one Fell Stinger up, I'm pretty sure we can sweep anything. By pretty sure, I mean like really sure, like 87%. Next up we have Permafrost, our Choice Banded Mammothswine, running Ice Shard, Earthquake, Icicle Crash, and Superpower. Of course, Ice Shard for priority against Halucha, Earthquake for things like Simisear, and like I said with Drill Run with Trifecta. Icicle Crash is kind of huge for a couple things like Venomoth and Mudsteel, and then Superpower, it just really hits hard with his team. Like against the Bastiodon, against the Audino, against the Absol. Yeah. Next up we got our boy Wyandotte, the Beware with Life Orb, running Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Return. I debated between Close Combat or Superpower, one of the two, and Drill Punch. And I thought Drain Punch was more needed for due to the Life Orb damage. We've also got Ice Punch for the Latias, Earthquake for all the other reasons why I have Earthquake with Permafrost, and then Return just really hits hard with most of his mons. So something quick there. Next up we have Steal Your Girl, the Registeel. Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Seismic Toss, and Toxic. Yes, I did say there was many ways for him to get rid of this getting rid of the threats of being toxic. However, if that Tapu Fini is gone, he really has no other choice but to take the Toxic. Seismic Toss, just clear 100 across the board. Earthquake, yeah, I think we're actually running Earthquake on like everything. I feel like I am. And then Stealth Rock's just just because he's going to have a tendency to switch out a lot, in which we really want to weaken a couple things with these Stealth Rocks. Next up we have Zapper, our Assault Vested Electros, finally making his first appearance with Wyandotte here. As we go with the Volt Switch, Giga Drain, Flamethrower, Signal Beam. Signal Beam is for the Latias and the Absol. Just a big thing that can hit them. Flamethrower for Whimsicott, for Venomoth, Frostlass, Giga Drain, obviously for the Feeny, for Mudsdale, and then Volt Switch just to get priority or something like that. Anything like that. My bad. So, finally, we have Calypso, our Marvel skilled Melodic, running HP Ground, Ice Beam, Scald, and Recover. He's super weak to ground. Trust me, it is hilarious. Ice Beam, mainly for the Hawlucha. Could be for the Mudsdale, but that's also why we have Scald. We have Scald for the Bastiodon. We have Ice Beam for the Latias. And let's just say that this is going to be a great match. I decided real quick over from HP Ground over like between HP Ground and like HP Grass. Due to just having many counters for Melodic here, that I just decided if I somehow live a Thunderbolt from a Mega Manectric, that we're just going to HP Ground this thing, obviously, to the ground. So, with that being said, let's get right into the battle. So, brings the Mega Manectric, brings Hawlucha, brings Tapu Fini, Simisear, Mudsdale. That's already 5. So we are off to a great start. Somewhat. And then he brings Latias instead of the Absol. I didn't prep that much for Absol, so it's perfectly fine. My main focus was basically the Tapu-Lucha. So I start off with Steal Your Girl. I want to get rocks up. He just straight up Earthquakes. We're gonna take that easily. And now we know that we're definitely faster than this thing. I just realized this thing's name, it's hilarious. I go into Zapper just because of Levitate. And then I start Giga Draining. He's super powered, so it shows me that he's not banded. Which I'm kind of curious on what he is right now. But I go for the Giga Drain. I get my HP back. I then I decided to go for the Volt Switch, and here's the only problem that I see here. He had his thing pre-mega'd, and so did I. That's why you kind of see adaptability in the Teambuilder. Well, it was supposed to be Lightning Rod, in which he would get that +1 special attack. I don't know how much of a roll it was, but a -1 definitely killed with a Mega Petro. At least 80, 88 or 89, whatever he was on. But that's like a mid-roll. So, obviously that doesn't happen. But I Mega up, I go for the Drill Run, and that kills. So, in comes Vasquez, which is a really cool name. I knew he was going to go for the he actually went for the Swords Hits. My bad. Goes for the Acrobatics. I live that. I go for the Ice Beam. Of course, because of the +1 Spit Def. Rip. I decide to sack off Steal Your Girl. He goes for the Drain Punch, which was really clever on his part. I go into Permafrost, because I know I can kill with this thing with Ice Shard. The roll actually did not matter. So, yeah. So, I go into Zapper here on the Scald. He cannot burn me, so thank God. Well, actually, it didn't matter if he burned me or not. But, I go for the Giga Drain again. He goes into his Size Shocking, I go into Permafrost. Again, I just clicked Ice Shard, I believe. No, I clicked Icicle Crash, my bad. because I was kind of concerned on if this thing was Scarf, and so after seeing the switch out, I think we could have figured out still if it was or not. Obviously he defogs away. He goes for the Scald. He burns me, so thank God we don't have to deal with Toxic. I burn him, so we're basically canceling each other's lefties out. Again, I didn't have Toxic on this thing, so yeah. I decided to switch out, I believe, after this turn, but after I get my recovery, yeah, I switched out, predicting Moonblast. He decides to, get the crit, does at least half. I go for the Fell Stinger. We get that Fell Stinger up. Here we go. It is time. Here we go. Apollo can't do... Okay, I was wrong. Choice Scarf, Simisear. Clever man. Clever man. I go for the Scald. I get the burn. We basically are just whittling this thing down, hopefully. Nope. Recover. Okay. Fun. So, here's the fun thing. After this recover, and I should probably speed this up because this is going to go for a while. So, I just keep Ice Beaming. He has Refresh, so thank God the burn is gone, because in these next few turns you're going to see why it definitely matters. So, he keeps going. We have a fun, like, 20 turns or something. So, I'm just gonna, yeah, so he finally reveals that he's not Scarf, like 2 turns ago, but, you know, it's really good to know that he actually has Psyshock. I forget what his other move was, but he didn't, I don't think he told me. The crit kind of really hurt, but he actually recovered instead of taking me out there, which was actually kind of interesting. I think it was because he knew that I could just come in and Ice Shard or something. Ice Shard or Ice Crash. Depends on what he thought I was at the time. But, I just keep recovering up. I then get the Ice Beam off here. Knowing that he's going to recover, I recover on my own. So, I'm basically trying to read him off on my reads. So, I go for another Ice Beam. At this point, I'm like 3 Ice Beams away from struggling to death, probably. And I finally get the freeze here. And this is where the game basically is about to end. Because, without the freeze, I think I would have lost there. Especially because that thing got refreshed, which was very clever on his part. I go for the Scald. Do not get the burn, but we live in these. I basically decide to recover up here. His Earthquake takes me down a little bit, but not below half. We Scald, we kill this thing. In comes Apollo. Apollo just gunk shots. He didn't have Grass Knot, I don't think. And Scald, that is the game. So, a couple of key things. He was actually Soldu Latias. Of course, Soldu, being nerfed this gen, in which it is allowed in the league. I should have seen that coming, but my boy Wyandotte didn't even come out, which is hilarious. I feel like if I didn't get that freeze though, I could have just simply went to Mammoth Swine. Simple as that. I think that if I kept Melodic, that I would have won this game. Or, well, I won this game because I kept Melodic, is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm not sure how much a Flare Blitz does to me, to be honest. Just to a thick fat Mammoth Swine. But if it didn't do enough, I had EQ. But yeah, that's basically all I can say. Next week we take on one of our really threatening opponents in Pred in the Dallas Deoxys, and then after that we face off against Tez and I forget the team name. All I remember is Lucario's, but those two fun battles, and I cannot wait. So, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. Comment down your favorite Alolan Mon, because, or no, I'm sorry, favorite combo. We gotta keep it relevant. Yeet. But I do like the Tapu Lucha combos. I feel like it's great, but I don't know. Based on my personal personality, I like to say Sun combos. Sun combos are really good. So, anyways, subscribe if you are new, because your support is definitely and greatly appreciated. And until next time, peace out, weak wins.